Hello peeps, welcome back to another stream from our Satisfactory live Let's Play series that we've been doing. It's been a week now since the last time last time we streamed, and I figured it was time to get back to it again with the update coming maybe in the next week or two, depending on how the experimental part of it's going. In case you didn't know, there's an experimental branch now of Satisfactory. Let me make sure this is actually working. Yeah, it should be working. Just doesn't appear to be working yet necessarily on my YouTube control panel, but maybe let me double check on my channel really quick to make sure it's actually working. Yeah, guess it appears to be working. So, as I was saying, there is an experimental branch available through the Epic launcher, and anybody that's purchased the game is able to download it and try out some of the new features that were supposed to be out as part of the end of April update. There's some pretty cool stuff in there. They made some pretty drastic changes though. So I haven't personally messed around with it. I have watched some videos on it. One thing that worries me a little bit is they did change some of the resource node locations. So that worries me a little bit on how that's going to work out. But anyway, we are our last time that we streamed, we got power over to our oil fields. We have a refinery and stuff over there, and we have a truck running back and forth bringing in oil for us. So we have crude oil coming in, and we have it coming out and being split into 3 refineries. This one's making rubber at 30 per minute, and we are definitely putting more than 30 per minute into it. Same with this one. So we're building up a little bit of a inventory of some of the oil products. A little bit of fuel. I have the fuel being split, one going into storage and one circles back over to the truck station to fuel the truck, okay, the truck is over that way driving. So one thing that I did do, I did one little minor small thing off camera at the end of last stream, was once the crude oil got here and got into the refineries and these all turned on, we ran out of power. So I had to overclock these ones. So as you can see, we're still pushing really close to our max on our power. When I have this one overclocked up to 250%, I have this one overclocked up to 250%, and then I believe I have the next two overclocked to 150 just to create enough power. I kind of did that for kind of a temporary solution. Yeah, so those two are both, but that gives us enough power for what we're basically doing right now. We are going to need to look at adding in additional power, but it does look like we are basically kind of getting starved for coal. With how much we're going through for this power now, our amount coming through that's actually making it to our steel production is a little low, but we're gonna rebuild everything. With the new vertical conveyors, we'll be able to change this up. I've actually been considering changing it up anyway, just a little bit, to make this all the same level so it doesn't have the step up, because I think I only step it up one time anyway. So I think I'd like it to be all the same level. Yeah, see, this is all one level here, so all I would have to do is kind of take this apart and redo this. The step down isn't terrible. What do we got for inventory? Let's see about getting over to these other iron nodes over here, because we need to get some more iron coming in. And it might be worth putting like a manufacturing capability over there, and then just sending the boy, I can't think of what they're called, the ingots, instead of sending the ore. All right. Let's just start this way just to get the grid over there, and we'll see what we got to work with from there. Should go up one more just to make sure we're up high enough. We are gonna have to step it up one more time once we get all the way over here anyway. Now, I know some of the new factories that I want to build over at our base, I want to build vertically. So with that in mind, I might need to wait until the update goes live to actually like build them. But we'll see. I might be able to build some of it without worrying too much. Alright, so we made it up here. We're almost out of concrete. But if we remember from when we came up here and explored last time, we have quite a few. Let's heal up a little bit. There are a few. Looks like there are a few potential alien creatures around here. But if we remember, there was. Looks like everything respawned again, so. But we have a pier node here, another pier node here, so that's 2 pier nodes. And then there was, I think, 2 more over here for a total of 4. Yeah, 2 more over here. Take care of these little bee guys. I got them all. So then we have this pier node and this pier node. So this will give us a lot of ore. There's a lizard doggo. I don't have no berries to try to give to him, so I have yet to tame one of those little guys. We gotta get it underneath. Maybe even 2 under. Now see, there is enough room up here, enough space that we could build a smeltery basically up here and bring all of the ore into the central location, and then 1 or 2 at that point, 1 or 2 belts to run it back to the base. Clean up some of these leaves in the way. All right. So we at least have a foundation here. That we can work off of to get the resources back to our base. I think that was limestone. I don't know if there's any more copper around here. There's some. It wouldn't be terrible to bring some copper in just because of the alternate recipe for iron ingots that you can get that uses copper and iron. So it might not be a bad idea to get some additional copper, like get an additional copper node connected up to our base. Looks like there was one this way. Probably our closest one. Probably wouldn't take much to get that over here and connected in. Let's go take a look at it once, see what kind of what level or what purity it is. Grab some nuts. Any bad guys up here? What is it, a copper and a limestone? It is just a normal, but I do think that might be a good idea to do. Maybe we don't do it quite right now, but we at least keep that in our memory that this copper's right here. Wouldn't take much to get it over to this resource bus line. And now there's another thing that I want to do is I would like to create like basically a walkway to be able to get back and forth from here if I want to. So I thought about just putting some conveyor belts down like here. But then with the way I have the power poles, it'll kind of clip into there. I could move the power poles to this side and kind of just have them hanging off a little bit. Let's craft one. I don't have the materials for it. But we could just have it like hanging off the side a little bit on this side, which then would eliminate the clipping that we would have, and then that way we can run some conveyor belts both directions to have like a conveyor system to travel on to get back and forth from these different resource locations. Or we work on some type of above this, so maybe we do I don't know if I have enough. Maybe we do something like this, where we use this kind of as our quote-unquote support. Maybe we have to use like a regular wall on the top one. Can I get this? It might not be on there the right way, but that's fine. We're just doing something to get an idea. So we do something like that, and then from up here we can put some of those basically pretend supports of those walls every once in a while, and then we can run a conveyor system up here. I would like to use, I wouldn't mind doing it with like the walkways. So we have a walkway, system, kind of like this. Maybe what we have is instead of all of these foundations underneath it, it's just every once in a while we have this set up here where we have the walls come up to a foundation, which then basically acts as the support for this. So it's just one foundation. And then on here, we do... Oh, it's not going to let me place it. So maybe you, every spot where you have a support column, then maybe we have one of these guys. I wonder why it's not letting me place. Can I put a walkway down now? Okay. So maybe I just have to place the items first. So we can go through, so say like, let's kind of just build a section here. We can't build too far because we don't have a lot of material. So like that, and then... That's right, yeah. Oh, I should have left that one in there. Oh well. So then we go, this one comes this way. This one goes that way. And then we can use these to get back and forth. Of course, we'll upgrade them to the faster belts, but and I think we could possibly run the power lines up here instead. Test this once. So if we put the power pole... Oh, I can't afford it. Can I afford the MK2? No. We'll have to test it. So if maybe if I can put the power pole down first and then put in the catwalk thingies, whatever they're called. I don't think they're called catwalk, but walkway straights. We can put the walkway straights in, and then anywhere where we have a spot like this where we go branch off to a separate location, we can just make like an intersection up there. I think that'll work good. I kind of like that. And we could actually build those little supports like that in the same location where we build the support underneath. So like build one right here where we go up. And then it gets supported. However we decide to do that. I think that'll work good. And actually, with the way we have this built, I think it's high enough that we would be able to get four belts in one line. And then we actually can get another 4 belts basically right next to it. So we can get another 4 belts. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We can actually move the power so it's more in the middle. We can run the power down the middle. Resources on both sides. I think that'll work good. Let's go grab a few more resources to build with. Figure out what we need to build next. What we want to build next. Look at our available milestones and stuff quick here. So we were working on our tier 6 stuff, which meant we needed to get computers being manufactured. We can actually do this milestone now, which isn't a terrible milestone to do, because we should have enough rubber, and I know we have enough quick wire. So we need 100 quick wire and 50 rubber. Let's grab a stack of quick wire. We'll just grab a stack of rubber just to grab it. Okay, so we got that one done. Which that gave us the alternate recipe for heavy modular frames. And all of these basically require pretty much the same stuff with just the quantities are different. So let's work towards this milestone because I want to get our fuel generators going because we need additional power. And I'd rather get the fuel generators going versus rearranging some of this stuff to be able to add in additional coal power. Although it wouldn't be too hard to do because what do we need for a coal generator? Maybe we need to add at least 2 more coal generators. Frames and rotors. Okay, we are making some of those, so. Although we're gonna have to go grab the frames from over here. How many do we need to build 2? We need 6. Okay, here comes another one. Let's grab the 2 out of there. So we have 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then we needed 10 rotors. I think the rotors we do the same, but we can just grab those anywhere because they're like backed up now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 rotors. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna dismantle this one. We'll let that stuff work its way through. And we can put down another coal generator right here. Approaching another clearance. I bet you it's this power pole. Okay. Oh, can't afford. Need wire. So let's go grab wire. I haven't decided if I want to do like a central storage area or not on this world. Let's grab some wire. Suppose we can swing by and grab some concrete over around here. So we need a splitter. What type of belt do we use in here? I think it was a 2. Alright. So an MK2. That'll get us coal coming into here, which will fire up this plant. Gonna work the best. Why do you have I don't understand why that had some steel beams on it. That makes no sense at all. That one's the same way. Huh. And get all that coal in there so that coal is cycling through. We want to use that up before we move it. We'll have to move that power pole there, but in the meantime, this should have bumped us up a little bit more. In our power. Alright, so what do we need for a manufacturer? 3 computers and 2 motors. We have the motors. I don't have any computers on me, and I don't know if I have any left over. We have some circuit boards. think I used these for anything yet. Okay. Those have not been used yet. Is there anything in that container? There is. And of course I couldn't fit it all. Okay, let's drop off the rubber. We really don't... Well, we're probably going to need to grab some rubber to be able to make some more circuit boards and stuff. Alright, let's look at an assembler. We're just going to throw one down. I just want to see... So we do need a circuit board, which is wire and plastic, and our wire's all the way down at the other... Our two components that we need for a circuit board are on opposite ends of our base. There don't happen to be any copper on this end, is there? I don't think there was. Well, there's one 714 meters that way, which isn't terrible far. Let's check out our truck really quick. I want to see how it's doing on fuel. Okay, fuel is full. Inventory is full, because this is full. Alright, so just throwing down some machines to look at what we need to build some stuff with. We do not have iron wire, so we're going to need to use copper. So what we could do though is we could build a bus line out to this copper that's supposed to be this way. If we're going the right way, yeah. It's a good thing we got that, I'm hoping that that bad guy can't see us from underneath us. We'll go up 2 steps here. And we're getting shot at. Okay, we have some bees here. There's some more iron here. This is just a normal one. Oh, they got a hit on me. Got a couple hits on me. This is a normal, some normal iron. Alright, here's some copper. It's a normal one. The only one around here. What's up, Dewan? No, I'm not on the experimental version yet. Oh, there's another node on the other side of this rock by this other... this other bee plant. And this one's a normal. Alright, so we can tap into these two normals. And we might as well tap into these iron ones while we're here too. There's 3 iron ones. They're only normals, but still better than none. So we have 3 irons and 2 coppers that we can bring over. Yay, I can get up. Yeah, I could get it, I just don't want to. I'll let other people break their game saves and I'll wait until it's ready for normal use. I'm hoping that by the time they decide to bring it over to normal play, they change their mind on moving some of the resource nodes. So I have a feeling that if they leave it the way it is now, my oil nodes are going to be broken, so. Alright, we need some more concrete. This thing's almost done. So we can fix that back up. Yeah. That's one of the reasons I'm waiting. I don't know how long before, I figure a week or 2 they'll leave it in experimental. But I don't want the I don't want my nodes to be broken. That would suck. I can see adjusting the purity of the node maybe, but they actually physically move the nodes, the oil nodes. So hopefully they change your mind on that and at least leave them where they're at. If not, I guess I have to redo them. I'll have to rebuild them. Can I? Oh yeah, I should be able to drive underneath that. Otherwise, I wonder if I should Wonder if I should go up one more step up just to make sure we can fit underneath there. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go one more step up. I want to make sure that I can fit underneath there if I ever need to drive over here with a vehicle or something. What you up to today, Dewan? Oh, no way. That bee plant is back. What the heck? That sucks. I just left the area and I came back and this plant is back. That was really weird. Anything cool around here? There's a slug up there. I hope the stupid thing don't come back every time we leave the area. Just being lazy and boundless. Alright, we're gonna toss that stuff out. And then we need to get some type of foundation down to the ground level. See if our miners can fit through this. Might be a little thick. And then I actually don't have the stuff to make a miner though. I have everything but a portable miner, which we can make. So I need 1, 2 for our copper. Now, do we want to make MK2, some Mark II miners? Sure, why not? Do we want to turn them? let's go that way. I don't know. All right. If this actually fits through here, I'd be really surprised. This one's seems even lower than the other one did. Well, it does, so. Alright, so this one's going to be giving us 120 copper per minute. This one will be giving us 120 copper per minute. And then, so we need a 240 belt back to bring both of these back on one belt. So we'll use a MK3. We'll come into a merger right here. Try to get this into the middle. And of course we didn't. Oh, here we go. Right there. Alright. That wasn't too bad. I've had it take way more times than that before. Okay. That's not going to work perfectly well. Maybe this will though. That shouldn't be too bad. So that gets us 120, 120, so then we need 240 to go that way. So we need to go up. Perfect. The only issue is I don't want it right in the middle though. So we do need to move this. We actually want this over, so it's going up that way. Yeah, I think that would be perfect. You're talking about Boundless? Don't want to burn yourself out on Boundless? How many hours are you up to now for played? Too many hours. I think for right now we'll just get this copper back to our base, and we'll worry about that iron another time. Right now it's just important to get this copper back so we can start making computers. Holy crap. That's like double of what I have. I think I have like 1,400 hours. Not that you're proud of those hours. Wonderstruck should be proud of those hours. And I'm out of steel beams. Yeah, hopefully you find something soon. It's getting summertime, so more jobs should be available, won't they? Alright, so we can clean that up. I believe we got to take that out. Probably got to take that one out. Probably even got to take that one out. Power, coal generator. Kind of connect this all back up a little bit. Okay. Now that should increase our power a little bit more. You're going back to your homeland for a month? Okay, now we can need another splitter. The heck is invalid about this shape? Is it too straight? Okay, so now we should have steel working again, and we've expanded our power grid. So that sucks that they hold that against you about taking care of somebody. Okay, we need to grab some steel. Grab some more steel beams for the belt. I don't know what kind of production we have on steel beams going here. I think it's next to nothing, honestly. I believe all the steel beams go down to make other parts. So we might actually need to just finish this off with like a Mark II belt for now, and then come back and upgrade it later. We have lots of reinforced iron plates. Yeah, it sucks when employers are like that though. I know I try to work with my guys when they need to take care of personal stuff with family or whatever. Figured up in Canada you guys would be a lot more lenient about things like that. Now we don't have much farther to make it with this. And then we'll just come back once we get some higher production out of our steel. I don't think we'll get that though until we get rid of our coal power and get moved into oil. So for now, let's put this one on the hotbar. And we're going to use an MK2 belt, Mark II belt instead, for the rest of the way, just so we can get this copper to our base. Yeah. I know what my decision would be if I had to make a decision between that or work. I wouldn't be working either. I kind of got a little bit lucky in my job because my boss has a mixed family, and he has several kids too, and then our general manager of our property understands family too, so basically our whole organization is very family friendly, so okay, so now the question when we get here is, are we going to just throw up another temporary? Do we just throw up another temporary facility to start getting the computers started to manufacture, or do we try to set up a more permanent solution? We do also need to figure out how to get power over here. Which I think I'm going to do this way. just bring this over here. That should be out of the way so the truck shouldn't hit it. And we'll start running our power back. Yeah, I do feel pretty lucky that way. I mean, there's departments in our at our facility that aren't necessarily all that way, but I know for me and my department, we got it pretty made. Take care of our people. Let's get this power out here so we can get the copper coming in. Then we'll have to figure out if we're going to do a temporary setup. Ran out of iron rods. One new upgrade in the next in this experiment update that's on the experimental branch that I'm looking forward to is the ability to add things. Basically, they added a hot bar for your hand, so you can add additional items into your hand slot, and then you can cycle through them with your mouse wheel. So that'll be nice to have. So no more trying to fight and having to like run away, switch, heal up, try to switch back to your weapon before the creature comes and attacks you and kills you. It'll make combat a lot easier. Maybe even too easy. Got quite the spaghetti mess going on here, honestly. The other thing that I like about it is it frees up additional bag space, because that doesn't count against your spots in your bag. So you'll be able to carry your chainsaw with you and not kill a spot in your inventory. So then you can actually carry a ranged, well, you still end up losing the spot like for the ranged item, because then you need to carry the ammo, but instead of killing 2 spots in your inventory, it only kills 1 spot. So that'll be nice too. I did kind of consider downloading the experimental branch and trying it out today on stream, but I don't want to break my stuff. So I'm just gonna wait it out. Okay, copper is on, well, going to be on the way. So here comes our copper. Put down a couple support columns just to make it not so floaty. I don't know if I'll be able to climb up here anymore. Nope. It's alright, we can make a ladder right here. There's where our copper is going to slow down. Which sucks, but it is what it is until we get better manufacturing capabilities. So I think what we will do, let's put down let's look at our assembler. So we need to make circuit boards. For circuit boards we need 60 wires per minute. To make wire we need For wire we need 15 copper ingots per minute to make 45. So we're going to need at least 2 constructors. Another thing I saw in the patch notes that I'm kind of excited for and can't wait to check out is that they adjusted the size of some of the machines, so they should fit better like in factories as you're building them. Alright, copper ingot, we need 30 in and we get 30 out, and we need 15 in, so we basically just need 1 smelter running. Should give us more than enough. one smelter basically split off into two. Kind of leaning toward just throwing together something quick to get some of these items being crafted. And we can fix everything in the future after we get far enough along and get stuff unlocked. Okay, and then these two will need to merge up. Need you to make wire, you to make wire. Oh no, wait. Yeah, because you're gonna make copper ingots. You're making 30. So it'll be split into 2 batches of 15. So it'll be split out to 2 batches of 45, which will be 90. And then from there we can make an assembler. Oh, whoops. I need a merger first. Conveyor merger going that way. Okay, is that the right one? Let's disassemble that part first. Make sure we grab the right product. So we want circuit boards, we need plastic and wire. And this is plastic, so this is the right one. Okay. We need some power for these guys. Where's your power connect? Over on that side. Alright. So we have the wire coming in. This is at 60 because it's a 60 belt. So this thing should be producing 5 circuit boards per minute. at 100% efficiency. Once it gets running. Throw it on a craft bench. So I'm gonna look at. So our computers need circuit boards, plastic, screws, and cables. So we have the plastic. So we can split the plastic. We're getting the circuit boards. So I need to make 3 computers to be able to make a manufacturer just to look at what we need. Which shouldn't be too bad because we have circuit boards should be making. We have 6 circuit boards, although we had some over here. We just need to grab some plastic. Okay, we can grab some plastic. We can make a manufacturer and see exactly how much circuit boards we need. All that good stuff. Okay, we should have the stuff to make 3 computers now. Oh, we can make 1. Oh, we need 15 circuit boards. Alright, let's throw a storage down here. Now I don't have any more power shards, so I can't try to overclock. Okay, I have some slugs though. Ah, not enough space in my inventory. Okay. Let's see what happens when they overclock this. I'm not sure what we're actually... I need to double check what we're... I know we're getting 90 wire in per minute. This thing is only producing 22.5 per minute. And we actually need 30 per minute. We actually could tend to overclock this thing because I know we're getting more than 30 crude oil in per minute. So what's that put us up to? 33.75. So which is basically just over what we're needing. Unfortunately, with the way I ran my truck here, I don't think I can squeeze another refinery in. No, it'll go right through the path. That sucks. Didn't plan that very well. I guess I could repurpose this one for now to make some more plastic. Because this amount of fuel right here will last us quite a while in our truck, I believe. Or we just let this run. We downclock this just a little bit to try to get it to say 30. So that's running at a steady 30, which gives us our 5 per minute, I guess. Okay, so a manufacturer. Oh yeah. Now we should be able to make our 3 computers. And now we can make a manufacturer. And for this to make a computer, we need plastic. So we do need more plastic. So we might... It's either we make that one start making plastic again, or we figure out a way to increase the number of refineries we have here. Maybe what we could do is split this, put a refinery this way that makes the fuel, and then the fuel can just go that way. We have to do this kind of quickly though. Okay, what do we need for a refinery? Steel pipes. Steel pipes. We have those somewhere. How many do I need? 20 of them? Yikes. Is that the only one? Oh no, this one's making... That one has a lot of them. Okay, we need to hurry up because the truck will run out of fuel. Okay, I think we got a solution that'll work here. to change power up a little bit so it's not like going right straight through it. Which will be easy enough to do. Okay, and I need you to make fuel. And then let's get this so it's just lined up straight with our truck station here. Can we squeeze two of them in? Probably not. No. That's fine. I think we got this. Turning, going there. Coming out, going there. You're still set up to make crude oil, but I want you to make plastic. Or you were making fuel, not crude oil. We actually need to double up our circuit board production because we need basically 10 per minute. We're making 5 per minute. Cable, plastic, and screws. Okay, oh, I don't have enough space that way, so we gotta go this way. We're gonna make some spaghetti. Yay for spaghetti. I didn't think there was any way we were gonna make that. Alright. That was actually kind of shocking. Make sure we get this lined up right so these things can go like straight into there. Yeah, it's 2 items. You're making cable. You're making wire, so you're making 45. 45 goes into 15 cable. You're making copper ingots. I'll need power yet. 15 cable per minute. I know we're going to be way under producing computers, but I guess we're not too far off. We gotta get screws into here though. For now we can just feed it manually. And we just need what are we gonna do with the storage container? Can I craft one of these? I can. Alright, store all. Kinda thinking for right now we'll just put this next to here, even though it's just gonna be sitting here. We just got to remember that that's there, and we can use it some other time in the future for something. And then we can our plastic. So we have plastic, we have screw. Well, we don't have screws coming in yet, but we have plastic, circuit boards, cable, plastic. And honestly, we'll be able to like severely underclock this thing. Okay, that has power. We need to get power for these guys. Okay, so all of that should be powered. The only thing we need now for our computers is to actually get screws over here. And I'm not sure how easy that'll be, if it'll even be possible to do. There's screw production there. I know we have screw production over here. Screw production here. Screw production. Here's some screw production that we could tap into. Or do we have, if any of this iron is kind of like not being utilized, that's the Caterium. I believe all of our iron is actually why are we so low on coal? Is it because we're all of these are full. This thing's almost full. You're making beams. We need some beams. Okay. See if that's enough to at least upgrade. That should help get our coal down here quicker. So right now our steel production is really lagging behind. Okay, how are we gonna handle screws? Screws, we could run out of space here. So we have those iron nodes that we can bring iron down. Then where do we go with it? Oh, it should fit along here. Cruise it along there and then make a... So we make a constructor. Somewhat close, but not too close. And then we need a smelter. Okay, you would need to make alternate screws. You would need to make iron. So then we just need to get iron ingots here, or iron ore. Oh, I wonder. See, all of this stuff is actually moving. So about our only option is to get some iron from down here. And hope we have enough room to basically pull it in there. And then we'll have computers being made. I actually think if I did it right, we actually have computers being made now because I did throw a stack of screws. Did I do that right? I might have did that wrong. How did I think about it? Maybe not. Maybe I did grab the right recipe. Okay, for right now, we're just going to grab one of these nodes. And we will worry about the other ones some other time. Throw out our copper. Throw out this iron. Okay, we need to make a equipment shop. Make a portable miner. Mark II miner. We need to get power down here. Figure out exactly how we're gonna get up to that level. So that could probably work. Should work. And then if we we just go right, and then start coming up. Does that work? No. That's not even close. That does not. Let's hook up power before, so I don't have to come all the way back and try to rerun power. Okay. We should have iron ore coming now. Nice thing is I can split this later if I feel like my steel production could be increased by adding more iron. If I feel that iron is the weakness of my steel production, I can definitely very easily increase that. Alright, now we just need to figure out how we're going to exactly get this. Can I go this way? Don't know if this will work. I obviously want this as close to this as we can get. Which is probably right there. Okay. hope is that this does not equal encroaching. That I can go through right here. And I can't afford. Alright. If it's not one thing, it's the other. Thing I have good production of reinforced iron plates right now. But we're almost making computers. Almost. Did this thing actually make it actually making some? It's made 8 so far. You are making screws at 90 per minute. You need 60 per minute. You're making 30 ingots. You only need 15. So we're gonna have plenty of ingots and screws. Okay, now for the test. Sweet, it works. Some more spaghetti mess. Okay. Now we just need to connect this up. And connect this up. Alright, so now we should have iron all the way to this smelter over here, which does not have power. Okay. So we should have iron coming in, iron going to ingots, ingots going to screws, screws going to computers. So we have automated our computers. It's not highly efficient yet, but we have automated them. And because of the slowdown of getting the screw part of it made, we've built up a stockpile of the other parts. So this will run at 100% efficiency for a while until those circuit boards can't keep up no more. Or no, wait, they should keep up, because that's right, I underclocked this thing at 55%. What do we need at 100%? I know it was 10 circuit boards. I think everything else is fine except for the circuit boards. Um, 22 cable per minute. Now we're only making 15 cable per minute. So we're low on our cable per minute. Plastic, I know we're a little low on that because I believe that's making 30 per minute right now. And screws, I know we're good on screws. Let's double check this. Plastic is 22.5 per minute. Uh-oh. power crashed. That's not good. I only have one power shard. And I don't know if this will be enough to get us over that threshold. Alright, we have a problem. What are you doing there? How did you get there? Check that out. That's kind of funny. They're just stacked up on top of each other. I'm gonna leave them there. Alright, so we have power issues now. We might be able to squeeze another generator in here. Which will give us 50 more. I don't know if that'll be enough even. Guess we gotta try it. Get this splitter in here. Okay. All this connected back up. It is now. Is this thing on? Okay, we're running, up and running again. So we kind of just need a storage container. And here comes our little computers. So, in roughly 33 minutes, right, we're making, oh, not even 33 minutes, probably roughly about 20 minutes, we should have enough computers for our current milestone. How are we doing on the modular frames though? The reinforced or whatever they are. Heavy modular frames. We have, okay, we have enough. Because these are being made very slowly too. But we have enough for that. So we just need to wait for those computers to be crafted up and that'll be good. And once we can get once we can get the fuel unlocked to be able to start utilizing oil for power, will be a lot better too. Because then all of this coal that we're bringing in can go towards steel production. Why you not have fuel? Why is that not going in there? Did I not? This not actually placed on the belt? Okay, there it goes. So it must not have been placed on the belt. So I think our coal is keeping up. I think. We're gonna let this run at 100% clock speed until we use up all of these circuit boards. We're up to 22. So this is the best that we can do for this thing. Is, I mean, it's running at 100% efficiency. To make 5 per minute. We really need a second assembler making another set. We got we need 60 wire per minute. I didn't think if there's a way that we could do this. We have to go get some power slugs though, and we can overclock these to get these up so they're each making 60. It'd be kind of tough to do, especially in this layout. I guess we'll just deal with the slow production for right now. But I am going to end this stream here, so we got computers being automated. We have, so we're well on our way to being able to finish off this current tier 6, which then will allow us to be able to get into this expanded power so we can craft a fuel generator, which then will give us more power, and then we'll be able to better utilize our coal towards strictly going towards generating steel for us. And then the other big thing is obviously getting those MK4 conveyor belts. For those we'll need the industrial encased beams, so we'll have to, again, there's more steel that's needed. But then eventually we'll be able to get into the jetpack. The gas mask I don't really use. The jetpack I don't even really use either. Maybe we can try to utilize that a little bit more. I want to check one thing. let's research some flower petals, because that's one thing I haven't done yet, because I can't paint stuff yet. So I can't make the paint gun or any of that stuff yet, so we need to research that and unlock that. One other cool thing on the in the next update is they've removed this crash detection right here. So in a new update, you're supposed to be able to just walk right up this without having to jump. So that'll be awesome. Alright, so we got some research going. We got our computers being made. We pulled in some copper, some additional copper, some additional iron to be able to get the computers up and going. I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. So we're up to 26. So we're over halfway there for our current milestone. So thanks everybody for watching. Hit the like button if you liked what you saw, and subscribe if you want to see more content. And I will talk to everybody later. See ya.